these uncomfortable conversations, while it may be difficult for us to convince our South African ladies against these Nigerian men, what do we do in the meantime with our daughters and our younger sisters? I mean, I can only imagine what I would do if my daughter or my niece were to bring us this Nigerian child as a partner. Oh, that will be the death of us. These kids better not do that to us. And ngapha, our government has actually approved this law whereby they can actually take up our surnames. I mean, I'm talking men taking up women's surname. So you can imagine that son-in-law from Igbo or Yoruba, whatever you want to call it, them taking up our surname, running around with our surname, doing all these despicable things that these Nigerians do. What must we do as pure South Africans right now? What do we do with our kids? Do we tell them to stay away from these Algerians and these Nigerian kids? Or what do we do? I can only imagine what is going to happen in the near future, because they're going to take up space. And before you know it, they'll actually be occupying some seats even in parliament. Ngapha, our South African ladies have certain organizations. What is it called, Kanene? United Nigerians. United Wives of Nigerians in South Africa, something like that. What nonsense is that they keep doing? Oh, my feet, with this gets scarier day by day. I don't know how I came about that thought, but it just crossed my mind. I mean, from time to time, we keep coming across certain comments like this one. It was on my YouTube channel. In as much as it cuts deep, but that is the reality, because we as South African ladies are currently being used as ammunition for them to dilute and for them to actually penetrate South Africa. I can only imagine already having to engage with my in-laws. What is it that I would discuss with them? I mean, these people, they're very loud. They can't listen to each other. They can't listen to one another. And now me having to engage with them. What do we do? Must we start having conversations with our kids, such conversations with our kids? Because, I mean, already these Algerians, you can tell that they lack some form of belonging. They've got some identity crisis. They face identity crisis themselves. And now you can only imagine myself having to engage with the so-called in-laws. I can only imagine us as South Africans having a leader who's a Nigerian or who's a Algerian. What nonsense is that? No, my feet. Like, I'm trying, no matter how hard I try to calm myself down when it comes to this issue. But when the minute I think of such things,
We are Algerian children. Our mothers are South African and our fathers are Nigerian. And we are proud of our cultural heritage. My name is Emanuela Chinonso Udogu, and
My name is Choma Izabukaya Nokwara.
My name is Princess Chika Urabuchi.
My name is Chukwuebuka.
My name is Chizoba Zinke Izebukai.
My name is Faith Chioma Urabuchi.
My name is Adana Crystal Nobukanya Kekwe.
My name is Blessing Sinatema Kekwe. I am from Nigeria, Imo State to be precise. My mom is South African, my dad is Nigerian, so that basically makes me a Southgerian.
Hi guys, my name is Chukwuebuka Mpumelelo McAnthony Ikekwe, and I'm from Imo State. My dad is Nigerian from Imo State. My mom is South African from the Zulu tribe. So I identify as Algerian not because of anything of ruling the state or anything, but to prove to people that we can actually stay as one. Two nations can actually come together and be able to create something beautiful. For example, I have a lot of people out there that are Algerians as well, but they don't know how to come out. You understand? And be free and embrace their culture. To be able to speak two languages fluently is something that is of a blessing.